Why play Senna Support? Well, she has very high range, she's a strong laner, her global ultimate is incredibly impactful, and she brings ridiculous amounts of healing. However, she is squishy with no mobility, and her late game effectiveness is reduced by heal reduction. Senna has a good few passives. Firstly, her attacks are not projectiles and they get reduced effectiveness from attack speed. Secondly, her attacks mark enemies hit, and if she attacks them again or uses Q on them, she pulls a stack out of them and deals increased damage. Also, enemies that die nearby can spawn a wraith, and if Senna attacks them, she gains a stack. For each stack, she gains permanent attack damage, and every 20 stacks, she gains bonus attack range and bonus crit strike chance. And finally, every time she attacks, she gains bonus movement speed. Senna's Q is a point-and-click ability which can be used on an ally or enemy. When used, it becomes a straight-line skill shot which deals damage to and slows enemies' hit, and heals allies' hit, always including her. This ability's cooldown is reduced every time she attacks. Senna's W is a straight-line skill shot which deals damage to the first enemy hit and attaches to them. After 1 second, or if the target dies, it then roots all enemies in a circle around that target. Senna's E creates a circle around her which camouflages herself and all ally champions within. While inside, you look like a wraith to the enemy team, gain increased movement speed and can't be targeted by targeted abilities. Senna's ultimate is a global straight line skill shot which covers a large area. Enemies hit by the center are dealt damage, and allies hit by this or the large area either side are granted a large shield. For combos, attack into your W and Q before following up with another attack. From here, use ultimate while they're still rooted before following up with more attacks using E for mobility or protection. For matchups, Senna is great into lower mobility supports, easily bullying them in lane and outscaling them. However, she can struggle into hard engage. For runes, take this. Aerie makes both your damage and healing better. For build order, start World Atlas and Pots into tier 2 boots and Echoes of Helia. After this, a Moonstone and Dawn Core are great pickups before finishing a build with any of these as needed. For skill order, start Q then W then E before maxing Q then W then E, taking ult whenever you can. For summoner spells, take Flash and Heal. For Synergies, she is amazing with other longer range bot laners. Starting the game, your main objectives are to keep your carry safe, bully your opponent, and scaling hard. Most champions only scale with gold and experience, but you also infinitely scale with your passive. So, prioritizing getting stacks is incredibly viable. But thankfully, this fits very well with your bully playstyle, where attacking an enemy champion twice will instantly grant you one of these stacks. And if you can ever auto-attack into a Q, it's great value to get you a stack. And if you can do it through your ally as well, the healing gives it great value. And when you hit level 6, keep an eye on the map. A global damage and shield ability can be a massive swing in any fight. Entering the mid game, you start transitioning from a lane bully to a healer. When you have a few items behind you, your Qs start healing insane amounts. Entering late game team fights, play the backline support. Throw out Qs and your ultimate over multiple allies for insane heals and shields. Attack as often as possible to lower the cooldown on your Q, and use your W and E to peel for your backline. And that's how to play Senna Support. If this video helped you, leave it a like and comment below who you want to see next.